everybody, welcome back to more Fallout 4 survival mode. You joined me at about 4 AM in the morning. Jim had 8 hours of sleep and woke up well rested, fortunately feeling no ill effects of the Gwyneth stout that he consumed with his ribeye steak before he went to bed to celebrate his 50-50 victory against the Deathclaw in Concord. It is wet and rainy. It is not a pleasant morning here in Sanctuary, unfortunately. But we're going to get to work. These poor souls have been up all night because they don't have anywhere to sleep. They're just working away, toiling hard like they should be. I'm going to drop all of my weapons and everything and apparel and all of that nonsense because we're going to be staying here for a little while, as I mentioned in the previous part. I'm going to be doing a little quest. I'm going to be doing the sanctuary quest, and that mostly involves staying here, staying put precisely where I am. I need to talk to...
What is her word, kid? No more cowards. No more sight either.
Good girl, good lady.
You willing to do some work?
What kind of help do you need?
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long.
Why do you need my help to build beds?
Look, we got a lot on our plate, and we've been on the run for weeks. We need food, water, shelter, you name it. Well, you asked how you could help. I told you. Did you mean it or not?
I guess.
I'd be glad to help.
Okay, good deal. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
I'm sure I will not, Sturgis. I have a plan in mind.
Hey, do you have a moment? I wanted to thank you for helping us out in Concord. If only we'd run into you sooner.
What happened to you guys?
Long story short, we've been on the move since the attack on Quincy. There used to be more of us. My son, he's gone.
Your son. What was his name?
Kyle. My son's name was Kyle.
I understand how you feel. I lost someone too.
You and I, we're still here, right? We have to go on. For them.
One of these houses would be a good place to set up some beds.
It's gonna be. I'm just having a deep and meaningful with June. Sometimes I so often I miss that conversation because he's quite intimidated and shy and anxious and stuff when you the light's starting to come good when you start off the game, and he talks very quietly and you kind of miss the urge to respond, and if you don't respond quick enough he just walks away and then that conversation's gone, like completely, the opportunity to do it. So yeah, it's nice to actually get that conversation. Yeah, so I have a goal in mind with Sanctuary. I have done so many different kinds of builds with Sanctuary. It's still not quite light enough, I think. Builds with Sanctuary, and I've like built big walls around it, turned it into a fortress, had all sorts of things from coffee and donut shops to Nuka-Colas to bars to hotels to arcades, like you name it, I've put it in this place. I'm actually going to do something a little bit more homely and simple this time around, and starting off, as Sturgis has asked for beds for everybody, I'm going to start off by giving everybody their nice own house, and by everybody I mean Sturgis, June and Marcy and Mama Murphy. Preston can have a bed for now, but he's not going to be staying here. Oh, is that safe? Lovely. Gosh, I miss not having mods on and scrap everything. You get rid of all of this stuff with that mod. But we're going mod free because I'm trying to get the trophy that I need for bloody settlement happiness. Okay, so I'm pretty much going to scrap all of this stuff. Like, I can create better stuff than this, including fridges, and make a really nice kitchen. I mean, I can't put in countertops yet, but we're going to do something really nice for these people. First involves scrapping everything that I can possibly scrap in the entirety of Sanctuary. Get it to a nice, bare minimal state to work forward from. Everything is cleared out, at least insofar as what I could easily see and get to. I'm sure I've missed things here and there, and I know that there is one chair that I missed because Mama Murphy's got her decrepit old butt sitting on it at the moment, and I couldn't kick her off it. What time are we at on the little clock? See how we go. It's 11:30 a.m. and as you can see in the bottom corner under the AP thing, Jim is hungry and thirsty because the survival counter, needs counter, carries on going as you're building. It doesn't stop. So I think it is nice, it's right about the right time to have some lunch, take a quick break before we proceed to create those beds that Sturgis was talking about. What are we gonna have for lunch? Don't really need much in the way of AP, so we'll just have a look through and see what takes our fancy. A nice sweet roll maybe. Let's have a grilled rad roach and a nice sweet roll. And have something to drink. Lovely, wonderful. And I've just noticed that I've got a level up as well. I am saving this point at the moment. It is going to go on something down here. In fact, I might as well grab it right now, and I'll explain it to you when I get to that point. I'm going to be able to establish supply lines pretty much straight away, which is lovely. Great. Yeah. So Sturgis asked for beds. I'm going to be putting beds in houses for specific people. I'm going to assign houses to specific people out of the survivors that we met. Now, there are 2 houses in, I think Codsworth is going to try and talk to me. Yeah.
I do hope you were able to find some assistance in Concord.
Did you miss all of these people walking around?
You could say that. I made a few new friends.
Can't have enough of those these days. I realize that I'm no Mr. Gutsy, but if needed, I'd be honored to accompany you throughout the Commonwealth. Just say the word.
Would you like to?
As you wish, sir.
Okay, well, I can say yes. But Dogmeat is my companion for the moment. We will be taking Codsworth out to a few places a little bit later on.
I'd like to trade some items.
Of course.
But yeah, I just basically let him down gently for now. There are a few houses, which is what I was about to say. There are 2 houses, fully built, constructed houses. Oh, I missed a chair and a stool. How very dare I? Here, that have built-in islands in them. Actually, there's 3 because our house is just the same. It's the same as it. I have things in mind for those houses in particular. So that is this one, the one over there that has got Halloween decorations on it, and our house. So that leaves this house over here, the one further down the close, the 2 that are further down the close, the one at the very end, and that one there. It makes sense to me to give Sturgis that house there with the workbench and everything else like that. Seems like his kind of house. And I'm going to give this house here to, let me check if it's 1 bedroom or 2. It is 2 bedrooms. Yeah, I'm going to give this to the Longs. Now, the way that beds work, I believe, is even if you make a double bed, and settlers might sometimes bunk in together, it only counts as 1 bed, and you need to have 1 bed per person unless you make a bunk bed. I'm not going to put a married couple in a bunk bed. I'm actually going to put them in separate rooms because they seem like the kind of couple who have, you know, a very healthy kind of relationship. So this is going to be the Longs house, so I'm going to put in some essentials for them and make it quite nice. In the settlement building menu, there is a little creation club thing added to the end. I said that I had some creation club things. A part of it is home decor and modern furniture. And under modern furniture, there are some really nice double beds. I think I'm going to go with this one, which is quite simple. I'm going to pop that down and then we can move in, put it into position. Somewhere nice that people can get either side. There we go. There is one nice space on either side so that people can get down either way. Oh, I missed a lamp. Just a little look around. It's nothing too fancy. A nice little dining table with a little candlelit space so that they can maybe get the spark back into their marriage. A fridge for which they can store their food. A lovely radio player. Oh, I am fatigued. I'm quite tired. A nice little seating area in the lounge, but more importantly, the 2 bedrooms. 1 bedroom over here with a nice bed, a nice rug, a nice thingy, and a potted plant to cheer up Marcy because she's a miserable bitch. And over here, a lovely bed, a nice radio, and another potted plant to cheer up her husband, who is a bit sad, but it's not his fault, you know. He's had a hard time. He's married to Marcy. We'll go and assign the couple their wonderful beds. If I can find them, whereabout are they? June is sitting down here on the floor. Assign beds to them by going back into the menu, clicking on him, going back into here and assigning him his bed. Now, here we go. Come on, click on it. Maybe he doesn't want that one. Oh, he's taking that one. Well, okay. He decided that he wanted the other room. That's fine. It's fine by me. He chose his own bed. That's perfectly fine. Now, where's his wife? Where's his wife? She's normally out the back here because she's normally farming, but I did take the food away, so I'm not entirely sure where her miserable arse is right now. Interesting. She's disappeared. Hopefully forever. There we go. Even though the bed says it's unassigned, she decided that she wanted to go and lay down in it. I don't really know what's going on with that, but there you go. Okay, so for some reason it didn't like the other bed, but now these are assigned. This is Marcy's bed, and this is June's bed. Wonderful, perfect, exactly what I want. But it is getting starting to get a little bit late again, and Jim is feeling a little bit fatigued for some reason. I didn't understand why it popped up as fatigue, but I am peckish and parched again. Time for some dinner and something more to drink. What are we going to pick this time? Let's have a look. We're going to have... There we go. Some mole rat chunks and some mute fruit. And we're going to wash it down. Hold off the fatigue with a Nuka cherry. Lovely. Okay, so now this house here. This house I'm assigning to Mama Murphy. She deserves a nice, lovely little house of her own as a reward for kicking those nasty chems. I appear to have missed a... I can't do anything with that. Okay, so we need to give her a nice bed and some nice areas. Actually need to go and speak to her. Oh, there's 2 bedrooms in here so that I can... I think one was a big bathroom, but there are 2 bedrooms in here, so eventually she will get some housemates, but for now this house will belong to Mama Murphy. Okay, so I've put a few things in here for Mama Murphy. I'm going to assign her bed to her. I believe that there is something that she's going to ask for me to build for her specifically, which I am going to do. June is still just sitting off there when he could be sitting on any of the lovely chairs that I built for him in his house. No, she's still in here. No, that's Sturgis. Where has Mama Murphy gone? I bet you she's gone to find one of the comfy chairs. It's exactly the kind of thing that she does. There she is. Mama Murphy has a tendency to go missing, and occasionally you'll find her on top of this building. It's very, very strange. Right, so we're going to have to build her some steps to come back down. Yeah, her AI gets a little bit screwy sometimes. It's quite funny. Right. Build her some steps to come down. Don't know if that's going to work. I mean... Well, I can get up to her using these. Maybe she'll come down them. I don't know. She can stay up there all she likes. I'm still gonna build her thing for her. Sign her bed.
Huh? Speak up.
I want to trade a few things.
One day, Sanctuary will be a vibrant community. I've seen it.
Will you come down from the roof before then? No? You don't want to? Okay. So she hasn't asked me to build her special chair yet. I wonder if I move these steps around here, she'll be able to come down. Such a strange old lady she is. There we go. I'm not sure if she will. Let's see. Oh, well done, Mama Murphy. Well done. There we go. What? What did you just say to me? What gives me the idea we're not friends, Marcy? Fuck off. Ugh. I hate her. I hate her so, so very much. She's so annoying.
You'll find what you're looking for. I know it.
Thanks.
I should have done more. I hope those raiders pay for
These
what
houses
they've done.
would be a good place to set up some beds.
I'm trying to, Sturgis, but everybody keeps talking to me. Okay, so this is going to be Sturgis's house, and I'm going to set up a bed for you right now, Sturgis. Seems as though you're like, set up a bed, set up a bed. He doesn't look like he's bothered about home comforts all that much, so we're going to give him quite a nice standard bed. I'm going to put it in here. Seems as though he's right there. I'll assign it to him right away. And he loves it. Fantastic, great, wonderful. Now get off that chair. Okay, so we have given Sturgis a nice sofa and a coffee table as well. And as you can see, he very much approves of them. He sat down on it straight away. Okay, so there is one more person that hasn't got a space to call their own in here just yet, or a bed. As I said earlier on, Preston isn't going to be staying here long term, I don't think. He might end up back here though. I haven't quite decided where exactly he'll end up, but he's going to move around a little bit just to make life a little bit easier for me in some regards. And we'll get to that a little bit later on. I've been missing stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to set him up a bed in this house, which is going to be closest to the exit, because he likes to patrol a lot, and he seems to be the sort of forefront of security at this moment in time. So we're going to give him this space here. Just pop a bed in this back room for him in Minuteman blue, and some nice home furnishings. And with that, we have done all of the beds. What time is it? What time is it? It is 2 o'clock in the morning, so I would imagine that Jim is starting to get quite tired. Could do with having some dinner and getting a good night's sleep, so that the fatigue doesn't catch up with me when that caffeine wears off that I took a little bit earlier on. And drop a save. So we will go ahead and have some pork and beans for dinner with something else. I need to have something else. So with some bloatfly meat. Lovely. Yeah, that was actually irradiated because I hadn't cooked that one yet. Oh well. And some water. There we go. Head on into this house here and drop a save. I actually deleted my bed just so that the other people didn't crawl into it. My goal is to, my plan pretty much is to actually be on the right thing. That would be nice. To basically create a basic bed and then delete it once I've used it. It's just for saving in this place, to be honest. I don't need a bed of my own here just yet. And I can always create one. It's no big deal. And then store it back in the thing. So, yeah. Get a good night's sleep and see what happens in the morning. Okay, so we have woken up all well rested and stuff. It is a nice new day and we have created the beds. So I need to find Sturgis and talk to him and tell him that we've created the beds. I'm not entirely sure when Mama Murphy's going to ask for her chair. She will at some point, or it will pop up and say, speak to Mama Murphy about something. Now, where did Sturgis go? He is not in his own house. I don't know. I assign houses to people, give them places to live, places to sleep, and they don't stay there. Oh, she says he's in here consorting with this Jezebel.
I like it.
Get out.
Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits.
Yeah.
What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
Sounds good.
What do you mean? Like a well. Then we don't have to keep drinking the river water. That stuff's not good for you.
Okay, so I put a pump in, as you've seen previously. I put a little water pump in there, but they need a little bit more than that. So yeah, currently doesn't even count. So what I need to do is come down to the river here. Ooh, there is junk in here that I didn't pick up. So I'm going to stand on the riverbank here and hopefully avoid the edges of the water. Pick up all this stuff. No, we need proper water purifiers. So we go into resources and see what I can build. Oh, I can build a proper thingy, but these ones are just as good and take less power. So just pop a couple of them there. Jim's not agile enough to jump back up there. There we go. Need some power. So what they were needed 2, so I need 4. I was going to say 1 5 generator should do it. I should actually be able to set that down there on the bank, out of the way. There we go. Connect these up. Oh, and with that we've leveled up again. Lovely. There we go. And we have got 20 water, which is lots of water. It's more than enough for them. The beauty of having a lot of water as well is that it will create purified water, which will give me purified water too, that I can collect and pick up. So now that we've done that, we're going to find Sturgis again. And I think he's going to talk about food next.
Hey, Sturgis.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help, but our food supplies are running low. If we're gonna settle here, we'll need to get some crops established.
What kind of crops are you looking for?
It doesn't much matter. Potatoes, mute fruit, corn, whatever you can get to grow.
Okay, so I do not have anything in the way of crops, which means that we're going to have to leave Sanctuary in order to find this stuff. So I need to go back into here and get my gear. So we were with... Can't even remember what I was wearing, to be honest. Can't remember any of it. It was this. It was this. It was all the leather stuff, wasn't it? Right. Can't just equip that from here, can I? Left leg, right arm, right leg, chest piece. We got left leg. Don't have anything for the left leg. Have an army helmet. Don't have anything to cover my face. What does that do? It's not as good as the army helmet. Okay. And pick up what weapons that I want. I'm going to take the caltrops. I'm going to take some Molotovs just in case. Going to take Nora and the shotgun. Can't imagine needing all of this stuff. We're not going far and it's relatively safe. So we have to be careful about these sort of things. I need something to wear underneath because I'm currently naked. I forgot about an underneath thing. So what did we have on underneath? A flannel and shirt? The Raider leathers? Undershirt? One look undershirt, that sounds good. Have an additional look. Much better. That'll do for now. And we will head on out. There we go.
You remind me of a young man I used to know. Never looking for trouble, but always finding it.
Ugh, tell me about it. Tell me about it, Mama Murphy. I don't go looking for it. Not particularly. But this life is tough. It's really tough, and that's why I have to wear my helmet. So I don't get shot in the noggin. Okay, so we're gonna go and visit a place that I left off when we were exploring back in part 2 or something? Way back when. Draw out Nora. And it's just up here past Red Rocket. Around the side. Just going to have to be a little bit careful, actually. I forget that I'm on survival mode and things can murder me. I discovered, actually, that there was something that I didn't know or wasn't prepared for. Ooh, there's some irradiated thistle. Have I got some Radex? Pop a Radex. Run away from that. And that. That I didn't know. I said about the not having the red compass pips not popping up in survival mode, so you can't see where the enemies are, but you will get alerted if you are getting close to finding enemies or getting seen by enemies. And if we come across something, I will show you how it happens, which is really interesting. I'm not entirely sure how it works 100%. But yeah, I'm looking forward to learning it and working out how it works exactly. Okay, so I'm just going to come over to this little caravan over here so that I can see if there's anything inside that I can have. Oh, 10 millimeters, beautiful. 45s and duct tape, that sounds nice. A hot plate usually has some good components in it. Med-X. Beer bottle, I can fill that with water. I'm not going to sleep on that mattress. I will get sick potentially. Okay, so just around here is a single grave. We're going to find out more about this in a moment. But yes, this is where I wanted to visit. Abernathy Farm. It will pop up in a minute. This shows you how close you need to be for something for it actually to be discovered on the map. It was almost right on top of it.
We could use some help picking melons if you've got some space.
Oh, I will definitely be having some of your melons. Don't worry about it. Not like that. Not like that. Dead wife. God damn it.
You look like you have a pretty successful farm here.
We'd like to think so. Having Clarabelle helps. Free fertilizer, as Daddy would say. Whatever saves caps.
Clarabelle? Who's that?
Claire is our brown egg. I like to consider her just as much a part of the family as Maisie. She's our cat, in case you were going to ask about her too.
Sure. I got time to help out.
Great. Doesn't have to be now, but whenever you get the time.
Yeah, basically, if you pick melons for them, they will give you money for them. But I'm not actually going to sell the melons to them. I'm going to help myself to them. Because they don't mind that. They don't get all that bothered, to be honest. This is the guy that I actually want to speak to over here.
We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
You have anything to trade?
You looking to trade, you can talk to my wife. She's up by the house. But be warned, you try anything, you're asking for a fight. Let me tell you, farming ain't easy. Out in the field all day, every day. And every minute of it spent watching your back.
What kind of crops do you grow here?
Mostly potatoes so far, but we're starting on melons. Lake Abernathy. You new to the Commonwealth?
Yes. And no. It's a long story.
Either way, good to see a new face. How about you? Ever think about working the land?
What do you need to start up a farm?
Well, my father would have told you it's the 3 L's. Land, labor, and love. You gotta have land to work, you gotta put in a full day's labor, and you gotta love what you do. Anyone who doesn't ain't gonna last long. Word of advice though, if you do start up a farm, be ready to deal with the raiders. Why do all the hard work when you can just take what you want at gunpoint?
Can't you do something to protect yourself?
Last time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried out back of the house. Only 21 years old, and they shot her down without a thought. That's why we need the Minutemen back. And the sooner, the better.
There's nothing worse than losing a child. Believe me, I know.
I'm sorry to hear you say so. I don't have much to offer, but those raiders that killed Mary, they took her locket too. It's been in Connie's family for generations. If you could get it back, it'd mean a lot to us.
Don't worry.
I'll
get that locket
sounds
back.
like there's fighting going on.
Connie feels like it's a part of Mary. I don't think she'll rest easy again as long as it's gone.
Oh no, it's just Connie picking the melons. That was so loud in my ear. I'm wearing I'm wearing headphones, and I turned the volume up so that I could get quite immersed. And Connie's digging and planting melons right next to my ear, and it sounded like gunfire. That was bloody weird.
Well, if you've got anything worth trading, you can talk to me.
I don't at the moment, but I'll have a look what you've got.
It ain't a lot, but I've got a few basic supplies. Ammo, meds, that sort of thing.
Ammo and meds? What kind of basic supplies are those?
Very basic. You want to survive out here? You need ammo and meds. So, you up for a trade or not?
Let's have a look.
Sounds good.
See what she's got. Cushion leather left leg. Mine's just a plain old leather one, isn't it? That's a value of 4, and she's selling that for 31. Yeah, I'll take it. Left leg. Carrot, Radex, and a thistle. I'll take the Radex too. Oh, she has shipments. Lovely. Shipment of cloth, of concrete, fertilizer, leather, and wood. That is good to know. I'll have to remember that for the future. I don't think I have anything in my thing that I want to sell her at the moment, actually. I could probably get rid of some of this crap. Sell her some drugs. Be a shady drug dealer. I'm sure that her and her family will pass them on and use it wisely. I'm sure. There we go.
How is the trade with Diamond City?
Good, when my husband actually gets around to doing it. That is, if no one raids the farm first. Why do you think I'm selling ammo and meds? You can't protect yourself? The Commonwealth will swallow you right up.
Can't say I've been to Diamond City yet.
Biggest city in the Commonwealth. Anything you need, anything you want to know, that's the place to start.
I don't think so.
Great. Maybe next time you can get right to the point instead of wasting my time.
But I did, though. You just had more to talk about. Okay, so I'm going to take these melons. Melons are a really good thing to have in the settlements because...
Good luck against those raiders. Hopefully, you won't need them.
Or I will deal with those raiders for you. Don't you worry about it. It might take me a little while to get there as I'm in the middle of building up Sanctuary this moment in time. But I will get to it. Don't you worry. Yeah, melons are great because melons deal with food and water. So they're really good. I think it's melons and noodle cups that are the best ones. For noodle cups, you need, I think it's razor grain, tato, No, that's. I'm thinking of glue. I'm thinking of glue, not noodle cups. It's razor grain and dirty water. I am helping you. Look, I'm clearly helping by helping myself to all of your potatoes, so that I can plant my own potato farm. You are inspirational, all of you. And here is Clarabelle, the Brahmin, which is actually a really good idea to have a Brahmin too. And here, all stretched out, all lovely and cute, wagging a little tail and getting some sunshine, is Maisie. Oh, a little kitty cat. Yes, there are kids. Don't you bark at her. Don't you bark at her. Okay, so, yeah. I wanted to pick up that quest. And, ooh, rad stags in the distance. Wonder if I can kill them. Get some more meat. Yeah. What was I saying to myself? I got distracted. Got distracted by this rad stag who I'm gonna try and murder. The weird legs hanging out of its thing. I can never remember how to get into bats. I always forget. There we go. Okay. A toy alien. What have you been eating? Okay, so we're going to head back to Sanctuary. What was I saying? There's cats in this game. I'm going to help them out eventually with the raiders. I can't even remember now. It's gone. It's gone. It'll come back to me probably. But for now, it is gone. Yes, so helped myself to some crops, and we can get some taters, some melons. Sanctuary does come already. There are a few gourd plants in the ground, so we can set up a few farming areas with a few different things and get some food on the go. It doesn't need to be too many at this point. Oh, I forgot about you. Hi. You know, you really shouldn't be all sat over here. You know where you should be? You should be up there with the rest of us. So can I get you to move out of the way? Can I get you to move? I can't even command you. You just make happy, don't you? You just make all the happy. Oh, hello, Maverick. Hello. I forgot about Maverick. I need to move that dog bed so that he's somewhere that he can be seen more often. Yeah, so a good place to put the farms in is in the back garden. This is normally where one of the farms are, but this is Sturgis's back garden, so we're not going to go ahead and do that. We're going to actually come over... I was going to say go over to that side where the Long's house was. And then they can do it, essentially, in their own back garden. I don't know how big their back garden actually is, how much space we have. Oh no, their back garden is where the root cellar is. And there's some wild mute fruit out of the back. Maybe not then. I want to use that back area behind there, that sort of communal area, for something a little bit later on. I have a really good idea for it. We can put it up here. This is a good idea. This is a decent enough place. There are some gaps in the picket fences at the moment because I have been pulling the broken bits of... I scrapped a lot of the broken bits of picket fences. We will pick something up a little bit later on which will enable me to build brand new picket fences. So we'll get some nice lovely fences in here. We want food. Food. Okay, so what do I have? I have one gourd. I have some melons. Only 2. I can only plant 2 melons. Huh. And potatoes. Oh no, I've got 9. I've got 9 there as well. So, okay, so we're gonna go for melons along the wall here. Try and fit in as many as we can, because, like I said, melons are very, very good source of water and food for me. So I want them to be producing plenty of melons. That would be very, very nice. Okay, so we're going to get Mama Murphy, would you like to make some melons? I know that you're an old lady and you probably should be retiring, but until I get more settlers in here, then you're going to have to do some work, I'm afraid. Okay, so we've got some food. I believe that they can do up to 3 on their own. 4, 5, 6? Oh, no, she's having 6. You can do up to 6 then. So, 6 little things, and they provide 3 food. So, I want to plant some potatoes. There's 2 different types of potato plants. We're going to put these along the back here. Be a few of them. And we're going to get Marcy to start farming these. Ooh, I've got some razor grain as well. I'll put some razor grain in so that I can make some noodle cups. Okay. So. Okay, so we need... That's some assigned to this. Is what are you doing, Sturgis? You following me around? Oh, he's probably come to tell me about the food, that we've got enough of it. Marcy, stop banging on that and go and do some farming. Marcy likes farming. If you don't actively assign her to do it, she will just farm on her own accord, which I always think is quite nice. I'm going to put her on the razor grain, and she probably will go over to the potatoes as well. But if I can get some good razor grain on the go as well, then I can make noodle cups with dirty water. So that takes our food up to 8. Now, the next stage of this is defences. And because I've got quite a lot of water, I'm going to have to put in quite a lot of defences. Now, where did Sturgis go?
Well, this place is starting to feel like home. Now that we can grow our own food, I think we can really make a go with this. Trouble is, the more we establish ourselves here, the more of a target we become. What we need is to get some defenses set up. Then maybe Preston will be able to relax a little bit.
Maybe.
What sort of defenses did you have in mind?
Walls, sandbags, turrets, whatever you can put together.
Okay, so this is going to be quite a big project, and I'll probably edit and cut between them because I'm going to put some fences in and do some things like that. Fences and walls don't really count towards defense. You have a special thing in the menu called defense. There we go. And it's things like guard posts, turrets, traps, various things. I'm going to put some stuff in, and I will show you when I do. Is Mama Murphy going to ask me to build her chair yet? She is not asking me to build her chair. I thought it was tied into this quest. Maybe it's afterwards. Okay, so I need some food and drink, actually. So we will go ahead and do that. I'm going to have some mut chops for lunch with some mole rat chunks and have a drink. And then we're going to go and see about building some defences and shoring up a sanctuary to make it nice and safe for everybody who lives here. So, I have spent the majority of this day building a massive perimeter fence, and that's just the very start. So this doesn't actually help your defense rating, but if the settlement gets attacked, then it is bound to get attacked. It will stop. I think it's normally gunners and super mutants that attack these ones. Stop them from getting in certain places. They might be able to still shoot from there, but that's okay. And limiting where they can get into the settlement from. So there is a front gate and a back gate, which will have better, proper defences on it, as we will see in time when I get to it. So here is the back gate. Just going around and checking it all and making sure there's no obvious gaps anywhere. Doesn't look like there is. I think Jim's done a particularly good job with this perimeter fence. He's very security conscious. Can I get through there? No. Good. Yeah, so I use the junk fence. Usually, there's one particular one. This one is a little bit flimsy, but we're gonna cover that up with razor grain, basically. And yeah, mostly the junk fence, and where I couldn't get a junk fence, wire fences in. I alternated between the regular junk fence and the one with the tyres on them. There was occasionally little gaps, and I kind of plugged them with random things like big trash bins and that kind of thing. We'll get rid of this dog bowl from here because I don't want either dog meat or Maverick going outside of the area just to get into that dog house. Oh, I found an exposure. Found a weak point. So we have to plug this gap with probably one of these ones because it's quite a small gap, so you have to fit in what you can. Get the doggy out of the way. There we go. Yep, that should be fine. Drop that off there. There we go. Yeah, can't get in there now. Great, wonderful. Plug all the gaps where we can. I've left the really ruined houses as they are for now. When I get more settlers in the future and I need to expand, we will do. I came right out to the wall here because of what I want to use this little... I call it the town square. It's not really a square. Oh, I did get inside. Cool. Yeah, it's not really a square, but this will be a sort of town square area eventually. And then, you know, running the fence along here. Let me just move this one out of the way just so I can have a little walk along here and make sure that everything is secure. It is enough. There's a tiny bit of a gap here, but I'm going to put something there in a minute. Left this bin there just in case the frag grenades replenish in there. I think that they do. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, so all of that fence building took a lot of time. Doesn't actually affect your settlement's defence ranking. Or at least I didn't think it does, but now it's gone up to 5. Interesting. Didn't think that they helped with defence. How strange. I didn't think the building fences actually helped with defence. I thought that you had to put actual things listed under defence in it. I'm going to put a couple of guard posts in up this end, and I'm going to put a turret just straight. Yeah, I don't have gun nut at the moment. In fact, I could get that right now. And I need a science. Okay. So I have leveled up once, I think. Maybe more than once. So we can try and get gun nut. I can, yeah. There we go. Might as well take this perk and get a heavy turret, which I can't get because I don't have oil. God damn it. That's what I get for building all those lovely candle things for Mama Murphy. Okay, so I think, can we put that on there? Okay, we'll put that up there. So that will cover this gap here in case someone gets here, and it'll cover the main gate with people walking through. Eventually I'll put traps in there maybe, but we're hoping to get some traders and stuff through here, so it's not really worth it. I want to put a guard post just on the inside here, just to check newcomers coming in. I have someone specific in mind that I would like to put on the guard posts. Someone who I believe will thrive under the responsibility. So we're going to put a raised guard post here. I think you can have 3. I think you can have 3 guard posts assigned to one person. June! Hi! Would you like some purpose in life? I know you think that you failed your son by not keeping him safe and not keeping him alive. So I'm going to assign you to protection. And you're going to protect Sanctuary from bad guys. Okay, so I still need another 10 defense somewhere along here, because obviously my food and water defense has to be equal or more than the food and water. So I could do really with some more guard towers, which is tricky because Preston walks around, but I don't think you can assign him to stuff. You should be doing your food, you silly woman. No, you can't assign him to stuff. So what I actually need is some oil. I don't know whether Connor Abernathy had shipments of oil or had oil. There is one more person that I want to get for this settlement. So, I will probably head out and see if I can get them. And then maybe they will have what I want. Okay, so looking at this, there is a baseball, a machete, a tire iron, a security baton. I'm gonna keep that musket for me. Weapons that I don't want, that I don't really feel like breaking down, I'm actually gonna put into the workshop. Now there's a reason for this. Storing weapons in the workshop means that if the base gets attacked, people like Marcy and Sturgis will run to the workshop and they'll get a weapon and they'll help defend it, which is really quite cool. So it won't be just you defending it all.
Revival project has really helped. Takes my mind off things.
I am glad that you're feeling better. I think that if I go to Sturgis now, because the defense is up high enough, at least it's in the green, he will complete the Sanctuary quest. But there is someone a little bit further afield that I want to get to come here and visit, and they might be able to help me with my oil problem. Is that sending me to Olivia? Oh no, that's sending me to 10 Pines Bluff. I want Sturgis. Where's Sturgis? Where are you, Sturgis? Sitting on your sofa? He
Thanks
is
for doing that.
sitting on his
Well, I'll
sofa.
sleep better at night knowing we have some defenses set up. It's
Great.
been a long road. But yeah, I think this is it. Home. Feels good.
What next?
Well, I guess figuring out how to get back to living instead of just surviving. Of course, you know you're welcome anytime. My door's always open to you. Windows too. Some of the walls actually, come to think of it. I guess I better get back to it. Take care now.
Thank you. Oh, I got slightly less XP for that. Or if I hadn't been thirsty, that would have probably pushed me over leveling up again. Darn it, I didn't check before I went and did that. That's a pity. Let's have some dinner. There we go. Did kill another ragstag, so should be able to make some more dinner. Great. Wonderful. I'm actually going to, before I head out, simply because of all the work that I did, I'm going to drop a quick hour's snooze on Sturgis's bed, because he said his home was always open and welcome to me, just so I can save the game. And Dogmeat and I are going to head out to find the person that I want to come and visit Sanctuary. I've just had a thought. I might as well take this stuff and I can sell it. Okay. I'm close to leveling up again. I haven't quite leveled up again, but I'm close to it. Right, so where I want to go is just past Concord. Concord should be fine. I think it's something absolutely ridiculous, like 80 in-game days that it takes enemies to respawn and things. So it's it's really, really long. So we should be fine once we've cleared an area out. Here's a doggy. I have the doggy come with us, but you know, I'll pull the gun out just in case because we don't want to get spooked. I will come to Red Rocket at some point. I'll do a thing about building up Red Rocket. Just say I'm not going to do anything too crazy with it, to be honest. It's just going to be my little base to start off from here, where I can go out and explore from. I'm going to get better bases, and as I said, the Creation Club pack. Some of the Creation Club stuff that I've got includes safe houses. And I think there's about 4 or 5 of them in various places over the Commonwealth, which are going to be used as safe houses for me. And there's various settlements that I think work better as safe houses than settlements. So I will be picking a few of them for myself. Oh, I remembered something as well, something that I might have missed out on. Okay, I threw your clothes on the floor, didn't I? Apparently, something that I didn't know and I discovered recently, if there are any more bodies lying around here. A lot of the raiders seem to have disappeared. That's a pity. Didn't pick up their guns. If you pick up their guns and then drop their guns again, you actually get the ammo out of their gun. Even if they've got ammo separately, you will get ammunition out of their gun too. So it's a good way of getting extra ammo. I know ammo is quite heavy in survival mode, so carrying a lot of ammo is not necessarily a great thing. But yeah. Oh, here she is. Here she is. She's right by this billboard. Trash can caller.
Yeah. So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
If you click the sarcastic mode, the sarcastic answer, she likes the response to that and she'll give you a discount. So
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Boy, have you come to the wrong place. My loving days have long since passed. But I'll tell you what, wise ass. You made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading? I'll give you a discount.
And that is absolutely worth it because some of her stuff is quite expensive. She's got mostly junk, but she sells quite good shipments of things. And let me go down. Let me try and find it. Like shipments of like concrete and copper and crystal and oil. So she's got oil, which was what I wanted, and it's quite expensive, but I've got a discount which makes it slightly better. It's still really quite expensive, but yeah, it's worth it. Even if you're not really flirting with her, but yeah, she takes it in the good jest that it is meant to be. I forgot to equip that. I'll have to put that on. Right, so I'm going to sell all the things that I can possibly sell to bring the price down a little bit. So, grilled red stags, we're going to keep on that. I'm going to keep hold of that. Hub battle, I need to put in the thing. We can put the med-X, because I'm not going to use that. Ooh, I should have stored them in the workbench. I will do when we go back. Stim packs, sugar bombs. It's still too much, isn't it? All this strange stuff. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, all the mods. I've still got all the mods. They might be able to sell some of these to her. Gosh, it's still a lot. Well, there we go. All that ammo that I didn't need has brought it down, which is good. And I've got the oil. And now she'll get up and actually start wandering the wasteland, trading. I don't know if she just sits here until you approach her, but she doesn't come to Sanctuary until you approach her, I believe. Okay, so we've got some scavengers here who look like they're hostile. Scrap rat scavenger? Are they hostile to me? Because I'm detected, but I'm not. They're hostile, but they're not gonna. They're just gonna tell me to go. Which I will. This little crossroad here. Yeah, I'm walking away. Don't worry, I'm going. That little crossroad there. You get random events on it. So we're actually gonna. Is her Brahmin named? No, it's just Brahmin. Some of the traders have named Brahmins. Yeah, they were potentially hostile. They were like, you know, move away, or we're gonna start shooting you. And I don't really want to fight at this moment in time. We've got Trash Can Carla. She'll head on her way up to Sanctuary, and she'll start walking about the place. I think she sticks to this side of the map, to be honest. I don't recall seeing her in places. In many other places, I may have seen her in Bunker Hill, but I can't really remember. But she visits Sanctuary quite often. So getting her to go up to Sanctuary is a very good idea. Head on back now with dog meat. And I can use this oil that I've got to put a few more turrets about the place, get the defences up, and then I'll be done with Sanctuary for now. I'll probably do a bit more building and a bit more customization of it off camera. I'll make sure that I show you then when I do it, because I know that building and decorating things can be quite boring. So, and I will be building Sanctuary up more and more as things go along. I really like the settlement building. It's something that I enjoy a lot. The base building, I really like the UI on it. It's quite soothing and relaxing to build, and survival mode seems like perfect for settlement building and creating settlements. Not just as safe houses for the player character as they go around the wasteland, but yeah, to really make it a home, make them Commonwealth a better place. I think that would be Jim's objective at this moment in time. He's stepped out into the world and he's realised already how quite dangerous that it can be. Hi Maverick, how are you? Hi. Yeah. You're gonna say hi? Yeah. So cute. So cute. Yeah, he's stepped out into the Commonwealth and discovered how dangerous that it can be. And yeah, he's not about to rush off anywhere. Even though the main story is gonna be something that is something that I'm gonna be doing, but it's not gonna be something that I rush into too quickly. Okay, so I've got enough circuitry for one more heavy thing, and that's going to push us up to 8 on the defense, which isn't going to be quite enough. I've just walked away, haven't I? I think that things do come this way, so pop that there. You got anything else that I can do? Let's put it up to 24. Which isn't quite enough. You might notice the food went down from 8 to I think it was 8 to 6. and that's because the taters were getting in the way of my my fence that I was trying to build. Don't want to reduce the water because water's going to be very, very handy for me. Don't have enough more for turrets, and I don't really have anyone else that can go on that. It's going to produce a flamethrower trap. A flamethrower trap. Oh. Well, that is interesting. I know there were a few spaces where I said that people could poke their heads through potentially. Over here, if I set up a flamethrower trap and they decide to come over here, well, then that will shoot them in the face and burn them and discourage them from coming there, and it will also get my defense up to what I need it to be. So there we go, 27. Oh, look at that. That is nice. Flamey flame. Is that just going to go constantly? Shoots flame when powered up. So if I unpower it, do I still get the defense? No. I mean, it doesn't need to shoot flame all of the time, really, but oh well. It will discourage bad guys from going around there. I've powered it up again, and it's stopped, and I'm not getting the defense anymore. Okay, what's happened here? Okay. Oh, I need to repair it already? Okay. So because I took it off? That's weird. I'm not sure whether this is a good idea or not. It's gone down to defense. Stuck at defense 24. That's... That is weird. I'm not sure I like that. Okay. So yeah, it's a very short-lived thing, apparently. Okay. Flamethrower trap. Saw blade trap. Spike trap. Ooh. Okay, paintball gun. Okay, I think I'll just leave it there. I'll leave it there. I was gonna unpower it. I'll leave it there. It seems like it's a thing that'll just discourage people from running along there, even if it's not really putting the defense up a bit. It did for a moment, but it is very short-lived, apparently. I'm not sure that that was worth it, but yeah. Oh, it was a fun little thing. I've never actually seen one of those things before. Okay, so right, Sanctuary is about ready to get moving on, and let me have a little look at the map. That's not where the map is. The map is inside up here now. So I've been around here and we've come down. I think there's a few things a little bit further down here that I want to check out, and there's something around here, and then I want to head up to the USAF station and try my hand against some raiders, and one particularly really hard raider, to help the good folks at Abernathy Farm out, because they gave me kindly donated some lovely crops to Sanctuary, so I want to help them out. And if I could get to there and save to there, then it's just a short walk over to 10 Pines Bluff, which is going to be sort of the ultimate goal of the next part, is to take that first step for the Minutemen. So yeah, thank you very much. I hope that this episode wasn't too boring in terms of building and stuff, and doing Sanctuary. I'm going to do much more with this, I think, probably off camera. And if I add anything more into it, I will probably throw it on the end of this video to show you what I've done. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, as always. I appreciate each and every one of you wonderful, wonderful people. Okay, so as I mentioned, Carla has made it to Sanctuary, which is awesome. And also, I am an idiot. How am I an idiot? Well, my husband came upstairs as I was building the fences and asked me to feed the cat, which I was going to do anyway. If anyone's watched my Resident Evil live streams, they know my cat has her food in my room where I play my games. And because we've got a dog as well, and the dog will eat the cat food. And I muted my microphone and moved the microphone on the headset to the upright position, and then I forgot to take it back down. That's why a big portion of the audio in this part might sound a little bit tinny. I apologise for that. I am a fool. At least it's not raining, Preston. That's right. It could be worse. It could be raining.
They'll get better.
They will. They will. They'll get better. I will stop being an idiot. So, yes, I'm going to do this again. So thank you very much for watching. You're wonderful people. And join me again for more Fallout 4 survival mode. Thanks a lot.